Blessed Saturday morning, December the 30th, 2023. It's about 4:34 a.m. in the morning. I greet all human beings all around the world with the universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. Doesn't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, nor your religious beliefs may be. Doesn't matter whether you're the richest or the poorest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter whether you the proclaimed toughest or the proclaimed weakest person on the face of this earth. Doesn't matter if you my family, friends, nor my proclaimed enemies. It doesn't matter whether you like me or anything that I do or say or produce. That's your prerogative. You have so many amendments to the United States Constitution to do as you please, as long as you do it in a peaceful manner. Just to name a few, you have a right to gather, the First and the 14th Amendment right to gather in a peaceful manner. You got a right to associate with who you please in a peaceful manner. And you got a freedom of speech, long as it's peaceful. I'm in front of this courthouse, Charles, Missouri, Mississippi County Courthouse, early this morning, about 4-something in the morning, because I want you to see the history of the corruption here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County. In February the 10th of 1997, this courthouse wasn't here. If you Google up the Mississippi County Courthouse burning down, it was February the 10th, 1997. And it was a reason why it burnt down and they built this new one. At the same time, if you look at the voter fraud here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County, that one of the Wall Street journalists uncovered. And guess who got convicted in it? Lester Gillespie, voter fraud. He was giving blacks in the black community, not the white community, he was giving blacks in the black community $1, a cigar, or a bag of candy, or a 40-ounce can of Old English beer. Either one of them, all of them equivalent to $1. Any one that you want, just to vote for who these people that still run this town wanted Lester Gillespie to have the blacks that was on drugs and alcoholics to vote for. Now, 26 years ago, in February the 10th, 2024, it would be 27 years since this place burnt down. And people forgetting about it. See, at the time, the people that Lester Gillespie was working for, he was working for Susanna Wesley Family Learning Center. When he committed this crime, when he was pled guilty to this crime, and then when he was on probation or parole for this crime, Susanna Wesley Family Learning Center continued to let him work for them. They even let him retire. But he was also working for the people that, the good old boy system here. You see what I'm saying? The good old boy system burnt this courthouse down because Lester Gillespie was taking the fall for them for the voter fraud. It was bigger than Lester Gillespie, but Lester Gillespie, they untaught him how to do what he's doing in the black community now. You see how he's trying to shut me down, but he can't. The only one can shut me down is God. Police department, and then down the street, I think is Stellar Consulting agency or company or whatever it is. That's what he claimed it is, but it's not. We downtown. But I'm gonna just tell you this here. Just like what happened in 1997 with this courthouse burning down, all those illegal and crooked records, they tried to destroy everything, but they still got Lester Gillespie. This is downtown, y'all. Now they let Lester Gillespie come in our black community, destroying our black community. Do y'all see how they allowed him December the 7th, 2022, about 5-something in the evening? Did y'all see how they allowed him? Now the sheriff, Nicholas Pratt, the former sheriff of Charles, Missouri, Mississippi County Deputy Nicholas Pratt, he told Lester he was violating the law. He was committing a crime. But Brenton Farrow, Nicholas Pratt's boss, the head sheriff, a millionaire, he said he wasn't. That's who Lester Gillespie was working for then. In this building here. Somebody that committed crimes in the community. You see what I'm saying? It's tied to Robert Hearns. These flags don't mean nothing here in the black community, the non-sellout black community. These flags don't mean nothing. But how many of y'all really know the history of Lester Gillespie, y'all? In the good old boy system. Anybody that's working for Lester Gillespie, anybody that's in the NAACP, how many times have y'all seen them speak up against corruption here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County? Never. You see what I'm saying? And this building was burnt down, like I told y'all, and at the same time Lester Gillespie was getting indicted for voter fraud. They wanted to hurry up and clean up in case Lester didn't take that weight. But he took the weight. Now y'all see how they letting him run all of these programs, a convicted felon. I ain't done.
Did you get everything you need, sir?
Yeah, is there anything else that you needed?
I'm not leaving my property until we go leave together.
Is there anything else?
I don't even trust her with you.
Is there anything else that you...
Okay, why don't you trust her with me?
First of all,
hold on, wait, stop.
You did.
This is my house.
You own the house, but you rent it.
Stop it.
Listen to me, man. Fred.
Yeah.
Okay, go on and do what you're going
I'm
to do.
going to do what I'm doing. I'm taking a report.
Yeah, and I'm going to call first. I can call Brett.
Don't do that to him, because he ain't even done nothing.
No,
This is what you're doing. You getting
I
on
opened
to
that door 'cause she was
everybody.
in the way.
But you getting
She
on
was
to
standing behind us,
everybody.
so you
No,
committed
no.
an assault.
You getting on to
And a
everybody.
burglary because you can't go into your house if you've rented it to somebody.
Let me tell you what happened, sir.
You barged into the door. I seen it.
The door was open.
Y'all stop.
The door was
The door
closed.
was open, but she was
And
standing
she was
behind it,
standing
and
right
you pushed it
there.
open.
And I asked her, we coming in.
You pushed it open.
You said she was a
Now we
sheriff.
can do this. You can leave or you can go to jail with me. How about that?
Sir, listen to me, man.
Okay.
I'm heading on down to the dividing line again. I'm down here right now. I'm on North Main Street, heading up to South Main Street, the dividing line of North and South. I don't think I'm barred away from the First Baptist Church. They haven't barred me away from this here. The only one barred me away is Paul Page, the executive director of the Charleston, Missouri Housing Authority. Him along with his backup, his black crew, the NAACP, here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County. These black preachers, if the shoe fit, wear it. I ain't barred from the post office, but even though me and my daughter's been having problems with our packages at the post office, I had to go to some higher authorities. And the individual that worked in there, he was kind of upset, but I don't care if he upset. You know, you don't send our packages back because you don't like what I'm doing here in Charleston, Missouri. You know, it's called freedom of speech. If you ain't a racist, you see what I'm saying? If you're not a part of corruption, it shouldn't bother you, but you must be part of the corruption. You see, I got 2 letters out of that post office that went to the Missouri State Highway Patrol with threats. And it came back to one of the post office workers' DNA on it. And I confronted him about it. He said, well, I work here. But see, the strange thing about it, it was never stamped. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't postmarked or nothing. You see what I'm saying? So that means it didn't come from nowhere, but from where I went to pick it up in my post office box. But that's no problem. Martin Luther King got threats when he was on his way, I believe, to Memphis. They delayed the plane because of the fact that they had some bomb threats. Malcolm X had threats. They bombed his house. Nelson Mandela had threats. Rosa Parks had threats. Harriet Tubman had threats. Most of everybody that John F. Kennedy and Robert Kennedy had threats. What I liked it about Robert F. Kennedy, I think when he was the Attorney General, when his brother John F. Kennedy was president, what I liked it about him, he stood up against the mafia. He stood up against corruption. But I'm back here at the divide line here of north and south and east and west. Let's see if we can see the main street. That's Main. Across the street is Marshall. But I'm over here because I'm trying to wake up. I'm trying to wake up you young blacks, male and females, that's out here on our side of town, shooting and killing each other, scaring your elders, missing your targets. And the same with those of y'all that want to sell the drugs. And I'm encouraged, those of you all who family members is out here doing this here, you pray for them, but don't follow behind them. You see what I'm saying? Don't follow behind them. Because if you follow behind them and you get caught up with them, you're going right along with them. You're going either to the cemetery or you're going to the jailhouse. Don't mess your records up. If you're tired of just seeing all white police and all white sheriff, then get an education and go to be a police and work yourself up into the ranks. If you're tired of seeing white judges, go get you an education and run for judge. You see, all these people down here, they uncontested. The prosecuting attorney is uncontested. The judge is uncontested. The sheriff is just about uncontested. The police chief, he don't even have to run because he got a city council and a mayor down there in City Hall. As long as they in power, he gonna be in power. You see what he's spending all that doggone money on. He ain't worried about what's happening in the black community. And no disrespect and no harm meant. All you other police that see what's going on in this community and won't go to the federal government, you just as guilty as the rest of them. How is you gonna write a report and you gonna know what a report go and how it go, and your chief of police, Robert Hearns, do a different thing and don't do it in the procedural way, and you don't say nothing about it? You just as guilty. But I'm going to tell you one thing about it. As long as I live, I'm going to continue to expose Charleston, Missouri. Lester Gillespie and anybody that's working with Lester Gillespie, they are a danger and a threat to the black community. Anybody that's working for Robert Hearns and ain't speaking up, you're a danger to the community. Anybody that's working for Brent Farrow and ain't speaking up, you're a danger to the community. Anybody that's working for the prosecuting attorney's office and ain't speaking up, you're a danger to the community. Have y'all noticed lately the Susanna Wesley Family Learning Center, how it used to be real crowded over there on Lee Street in Marshall, 601 Marshall Street, West Marshall Street in the black community? You remember how full it used to be? It rarely anybody there now. I wonder why. I wonder why. And let me leave it at this here. People is concerned about, okay, the tennis court. We know what the tennis court is named after. We know who the auditorium in the Charleston, Missouri High School is named after. We know who some of these parks is named after. We give it to y'all for naming, changing the name of one park and giving it to Charles Williams. May he rest in peace, a good brother that I know of. A brother that wasn't scared to sit and talk to me in public. But how about naming
some of these other parks and some of these gyms and things in the high school, in the other schools, how about thinking about naming them after some of these black coaches that was here? How about doing that? Or is that asking too much? You see, some people ain't gonna speak up about it, but I'm gonna speak up about it because people is concerned about it. We had a Ricky Frazier here when I come down, met him. Young guys, Nicholas Pratt, I met him. Rico Coleman Sr., I met him. And it was a lot more young guys down here that played basketball and men that coached it. We've had women that played basketball down here that were stars. But you go to the basketball court in the black community at Lincoln School where Lester Gillespie and Paul Page and them run, and look at them basketball court. I'm looking all the way down there. Y'all can see them lights. I'm going to go down there, and I bet you that's the police because they ain't too long came from down there. I ain't getting mad at them, but they don't normally be on our side of town. But I'm going to go down there. Y'all see where that light is flashed? Do y'all see where that light is at right there? I'm willing to bet that's the police. I'm willing to bet you. All right, let's head down there. I'm southbound on Main Street, the dividing line of north and south. And this is Marshall straight ahead. I'm finna turn down Marshall. That's gonna take us to the predominantly black neighborhood. Separates east from west. Let's see if the that light went out. I think I still see it down there. Tracy Chapman made a song, Across the Lines. Who would dare to go under the bridge, over the tracks, separating black from white? And I tell y'all, look at that, it's still there, look at that. Let's go see who it is. Let's see who it is. Some of y'all probably say, ain't I'm scared to. Hey, look at that, they in the Susanna Wesley thing. I'm finna go pull up in here and see who it is. Let me see if I can see who this is. Sometimes we got to do this here, y'all, to see what's going on. All right. Who we got there?
It's Kirkendall.
Kirkendall. Hey, that's that's my buddy there, y'all. Oh, I know. I ain't gonna. No, he ain't my buddy. He my enemy. Y'all said that he gonna be fired. They gonna fire him if I say that. How you doing, brother?
Good. I'm good.
You know what? I think you believe it when I say it, but I pray for law enforcement officials like you, man. You know why? Because I know in my heart that you come out here to serve and protect everybody.
Yep.
Is that what all officers supposed to do? Yes. And I ain't gonna even put you in no bag and ask you to do all of them, because what's known need not be explained.
Yes, sir.
What year car they got you in here, Kirkendall?
I don't know. I think this was a 13.
Okay, I'm gonna go down. You know how I do it too, don't you? I'm finna go down and tell the chief if he can ride a 2024 Suburban. Is this a Chevy or is this
It's a Ford.
a Ford? He got y'all in Fords, ain't that something? Let me stop. That's you. You think they'll let me be a police? I got all my records expunged. You think they'll let me get on this force here? Just be honest, man. 100%.
The only way to know is if you try.
All right, now I ain't gonna put you in that bag. I was gonna ask you, but I don't even want you to answer. I was gonna ask you if you ran the city of Charleston, would you let me on here?
And I can't run the city of Charleston.
Hey, listen here. I tell you what. You got a lot of people that like you. On my end now.
still can't run the city of Charleston.
Hey, you right. Hey, listen here. If they can burn down the courthouse and get rid of them records and let Lester Gillespie still work after being voter fraud in front of the same building here, Susanna West. Hey, matter of fact, can I back up without getting a ticket?
Well, yeah.
Okay. They ain't got no private property or no trespassing on here, do they? Let me get out for a minute. Can I get out for a minute, man? Some people that be watching my stuff, they probably think I'm in danger, but I don't think I'm in danger with Kirkendall. Now, I can't say that about everybody. This is Susanna West. It's the same people that I was telling y'all that let Lester Gillespie, after being convicted of voter fraud, charged with voter fraud, convicted of it, and still worked for him for almost 20 years and retired. Now he over here ripping off the black community. Oh, let me tell you what he did. And when you get chance, you don't mind me getting close up on you, do you? This is good. I call him a brother. Even though he's white, he's still a brother. And he's liked by black and whites here in Charleston, Missouri. And all police ain't like that. But let me tell you what Lester just recently did. Him and his wife. The girl that they kicked out that house, went up to her job, told her, tried to tell them that she was drinking, trying to get her fired. But she's scared. I wish she was my daughter or my child. I wouldn't be scared. I would press charges on him and his wife. But it's gonna come.
She go to the station?
No, she's scared to come to the station. And let me tell you something else. 2 or 3 nights ago, a guy was running scared, went to the police station. You know what they told him, he said? Told him to go to Mike Boyer's house. He went to Mike Boyer's house, and Mike Boyer's doorbell ring thing seen him at the door, but they wasn't at the house. And he said that somebody was at him, and the police, he said he went to the police station. The police told him to go to Mike's house. He seen Mike's sheriff car out there, but Mike and them went at home in his own video. Now that's a shame now.
I ain't heard anything about that.
Oh, I got it out the horse's mouth.
Yeah, I hadn't heard anything on that though.
But see, I know you can't. It ain't your. You know, you got people here that should know and should investigate things like that. You follow what I'm saying? Because if it was on my ring doorbell, you know what I'm gonna do, don't you? I'm gonna put it on my YouTube. But I'm gonna leave right now because I don't want nobody to start disliking you because some preachers won't even. There's only 3 preachers in the town. Let me see, 3 of them. The 2 females and 1 black preacher. Them the only ones that talk to me in town. Anybody else there, look around.
Well, they can't get mad at me, right? I mean,
They can't get, because you a law enforcement official.
I'm supposed to talk to everybody the same, right?
Ooh, see, is you a preacher too? Is it preachers running your family?
No.
I'm a lead this man. This is a good man. I don't care what nobody else say. He fair. You see what I'm saying? If he arrests you for something and you done did it wrong, you should just take it with stride. If he give you a break, you should take heed. And one thing about it, I'm gonna tell y'all something about this man that Lester Gillespie and them don't do. This man try to work with the black youth, men and women, to try to keep them from graduating and getting into the adult system. I'm gonna leave it that. You know, when I end my thing, what do I be saying, Kirkendall? What? Peace be what?
Peace be still.
Peace be still. Hey, man, you have a blessed day and a blessed night, man.
You too.
And thank you for your service, man.